Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is going to be a contest entry video for the one and only Beth, my sister from another mother, Miss 80's Movies and Music. She put up a contest a little while ago. I believe it ends the last day of this month. So if for some reason you haven't seen the contest yet, links right down below. If for some reason you haven't been to Beth's channel yet, especially if you are a 80's movies and music fan, just like her title says, she is someone you absolutely must know. I absolutely love her to death. She's so awesome. But yeah, this is her contest she put up, which is Miss 80's, was it Miss 80's Blackjack? Yeah, Miss 80's Blackjack contest is what she called it. And just kind of plain and simple. It's just based around the whole gambling, Vegas theme and all of that. And it's, using movies, music, whatever you want to use. Just put together a couple of hands that equal 21. And then there was a bonus question of just kind of, show any type of Vegas gambling related anything. So she left it kind of nice and open there on the bonus question. So let's just kind of jump right into it. I basically put together 3 hands of blackjack here, so let's just kind of jump right in. So we'll start off here. I guess I pulled the ace because I'm going to use One More from the Road by Leonard Skinner. So a lot of these you'll know, so I won't really have to say much about them. Next, we're going to go with 7 by the Seal 7. My autographed copy of Seal 7. Still smiling over this one. Yeah, so we got 7 by Seal. Another great album there. Of course, one of his more recent albums that came out in 2015. For those maybe that don't know that album, good song to check off of there. Maybe like Do You Ever. That's probably my favorite song off of the album. But great stuff. Love Seal to death. I pulled another ace and got just one of the guys. So had to throw some 80s soundtracks in there for Beth. Then Soft Machine 5. Another one there. Really good group to go pull stuff from because pretty much all of their albums are Soft Machine 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like they just kept their album titles pretty simple. But really, really cool band. I guess maybe when they first started, they were kind of leaning towards the psych route, but they ended up kind of being just like a really cool kind of not even experimental jazzy kind of thing, but psyche jazz, or I don't even know how you want to put it, but really, really cool band. You go definitely check them out if you're not familiar with them. So that's 5, and then we'll finish off that hand with a little Danzig, and that's where we get our 7 from right there. So another great album, of course, legendary artist right there with Danzig. So that's our first hand. Second hand, we're going to start with Garbage. And of course here you have version 2.0. So we got a 2 right there. Another awesome album, definitely my favorite album by them. It's stuff like Special and a number of other great songs. And then a couple legendary albums in my mind back to back. 4 Non-Blondes. So now we have the 4 there. Bigger, Better, Faster, More. Just a great album. Of course the big hit off of there was What's Up, but really almost every song on that album was fantastic. Even as big as it was, it should have been bigger. But then we're gonna put a 10 on top of that with Pearl Jam 10. Of course you guys know that one. And then we'll finish that hand off with a little 5-star. Another awesome band from the mid 80s, like 86 when this album came out. And you had songs like the big hit off of this was Can't Wait Another Minute. Just one of my absolute jams off of that from that 80s R&B time frame. So another great hand right there. In the third hand, we're going to start by pulling a 5 with Ben Folds 5, Whatever and Ever Amen. Another cool album from like the late 90s, like 97. Of course, this had that big hit Brick on there. The rest of the album's kind of weird, but it's still definitely a kind of a cool album. So that's Ben Folds 5. And then we're coming in with the one you don't sleep on, which is Pat Benatar's My Girl, 7 The Hard Way. So, you got a 7 right there. And then Toto's gonna slam a 4 on top of that. And then we'll finish that hand off with a little Maroon 5, Songs About Jane. So another great hand right there as well. So after I win 3 hands in a row, I'm just going to take my winnings and walk away. And then last but not least, was just kind of, show some stuff that was, gambling related, Vegas related, that type of thing. So this is just kind of some of the first things that came to mind when I was just picking through my collection really quick. First thing that came to mind, of course, was Bad Company Straight Shooter, because, the dice and all of that. Not to mention it has my favorite Bad Company song on there, which is Shooting Stars. I'm always going to show this album anytime I get a chance. So you got Bad Company. Then you got Kings and Queens of the Underground by Billy Idol. Another great album by him. Kind of a lost one that didn't really get, I think, as much attention. This came out in 2014. If you haven't heard this before, a couple of great songs to check out. Can't Break Me Down, Save Me Now are probably my 2 favorite songs off of this. The title track, Kings and Queens of the Underground, is kind of cool too, because Billy kind of does a little bit of a, kind of like a reflection thing where he's basically kind of walking through his career and things that were going on in music. But again, just take a listen to it. It's pretty cool. King and Diamond on this one right here. So you got King Diamond, Fatal Portrait. So those two names, you got to throw that in this category. Of course, you got to show Queen. I mean, you can't talk about this type of topic without having a Queen album in there. If you have Queens, you need some Jacks. So you got Jack Johnson there. Another really cool album. And just like Queen, I mean, you have to show Heart. Got to have some hearts in there. And 2 for 1 with Ace of Spades by the one and only Motorhead. So that's another one that has to be shown. And then you have Tom Tom Club. So you got to have some clubs in there as well. Another really cool album. Some cool VCLT I got a little while ago. Queens of the Stone Age. So some more Queens. And of course, if you're in Vegas and people are doing their thing and you're gambling big time, everyone's trying to get paid in full. So I think that definitely falls right under the whole gambling thing with the dollar signs in the back. And, if you really have a serious gambling habit, typically you're trying to get rich, you're going to die trying. So got to have that in there as well. So there you go, Beth. Great contest, fun contest. As always, VC, let me know what you think. And like I said, if you have not seen Beth's channel or missed this contest, you still got some time to jump on board. The link's right down below. Let me know what you think, and we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys.